Hey loves, welcome back to another tutorial. So today's video we're going to learn how to cut and sew this beautiful dress. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your post notifications so it notifies each time I upload a new video. So I'm making use of this beautiful crepe fabric and I have about 2 yards of fabric here. So if you're on a bigger side, you can make use of 2.5 yards or 3 yards depending on how short you want your dress to be. So here I have my pattern paper, I have my scissors, my tape and my marker. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So here I've drawn my starting line and I've also drawn my zipper allowance. My zipper allowance I marked 1.5 inches as you can see. So now I'm going to start with the measurement. So I'm going to mark my chest line, which is 8.5 inches, and then I'm going to rule a straight line across. After that, I'm going to label it my chest line. Then I'm going to mark my bust point and I'm going to label it bust point. After that, I'm going to mark the half cut. My half cut is 17 inches, so I'm going to mark 17 inches and then I'm going to rule a straight line across and label it half cut. So after that, I also added 1 inch for my joining allowance and then I'm going to label it A. So the next step is to mark our shoulder measurement. So on my shoulder line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement, which is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8. So I'm going to mark 8 inches. For the back neckline, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to mark that for the back neckline. And for the front, I'm going to come down by 3.5 inches. This pattern is for both the front and the back, so just watch what I'm doing. After that, I'm going to mark 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So I'm marking 1 inch for my slope and then I'm going to connect it to the neckline. So for my neck width, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches as well, and then I'm going to connect it to the neckline just the way you see me doing with a curve. After that, I'm going to use my curved ruler and connect my front neckline as well. I'm going to connect my shoulder slope to the neckline, and after that, from this point, I'm going to connect a line straight to the chest line. So now I'm going to start my horizontal measurements. So on my chest line, I'm going to mark my bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1.5 inch allowance. On my bust line, I'm also going to mark my bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1.5 inch allowance. Then on my waistline, which is the half cut, I'm going to mark my waist measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1.5 inch allowance, and then an extra 1 inch for the dart. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to use my ruler and connect all the points together. So now the next thing for us to do is to create our armhole curve. So now I'm going to find the midpoint of this line, and once I do that, I'm going to mark ½ inch inwards, and then I'm going to use my curve ruler and connect the points together to form a curve. So once I was done with that, I'm going to use my scissors and cut it all off. So the next step is to mark our dart. So I marked half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches for my dart, and the dart length is going to be 4 inches as well. So I marked that and then I came out by half inch on both sides and connected the darts. So now the next step is to adjust our zipper. On my waistline, I'm going to come in by 1 inch on my zipper allowance, and then I'm going to connect it all the way to the 1.5 inch that we have earlier. This is to avoid my zip from bulging out. So after that, I'm going to mark the points that we're going to cut off. So I'm going to make another adjustment on the waistline. On the half cut, I'm going to mark ½ inch up, and then I'm going to connect it all the way to the other end. This is to avoid our zip from bulging out. Once I was done, I'm going to cut it all out. So now we are done with the upper bodies, as you can see. The next step now is for us to cut the skirt part of this dress. Here I have my skirt pattern ready, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to mark my zipper allowance, which is going to be 1.5 inches. So once I was done, I'm going to label it zip. So now I'm going to minus 17 inches because that's what we have for the upper part. So I'm going to minus the 17 inches and then mark the full length of my skirt. So here we have 40 inches and my full length is going to be 39 inches. But the 40 inches will be the extra inch for folding allowance. So now we're going to mark it at 40, which is the length of this pattern paper. Here I'm drawing my starting line, after which I'll start the measurements. So I'm going to start with my vertical measurements. My waist to hip is 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches and then rule a straight line across and label it hip line. I'm going to start with my horizontal measurement. So I marked my waist measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch for that and extra 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So I marked. Next, I'm going to go to my hip line and mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1.5 inch allowance, and I'm also going to mark it. So I'm going to connect all the points together, and from the hip points I'm going to draw a straight line all the way to the full length of this skirt. So the next step is to connect our darts. So I'm going to mark 4 inches, which is half of my nipple to nipple measurement, and then I'm going to mark 4 inches for my dart length, and then I'm going to connect my dart. So once I was done, I'm going to go ahead and cut it all off. So now we're also going to adjust the zipper to avoid zipper bulge. So on the waistline, I'm going to come in by 1 inch. On the hip line, we're going to leave it at the same 1.5 inches. From that point, I'm going to mark 5 inches downwards. After marking the 5 inches, I'm going to connect 1 inch all the way to the full length of this skirt. So after marking the 1 inch, I'm going to get my ruler and connect all the points together. This is to help the zip to sit well on the butt. So here we're also going to make another adjustment on the waistline. I'm going to mark ½ inch just like we did on the upper part of this dress. We're going to mark ½ inch and then I'm going to connect it all the way to the other end. This is to also allow our zip to sit perfectly at the back. So once I was done, I'll go ahead and cut off the parts that we don't need anymore. So here we are done with the pattern drafting, and this is what we have. This is the upper part and the lower part, the skirt part and the top part, and this is how it looks. As you can see, everything is aligning properly. The darts and the lines are properly aligned. So now the next step for us is to go ahead and cut on the fabric. So here I folded my fabric into 2. As you can see, I'm going to place the upper part because that's what I'm going to cut first. So I'm going to place the upper part here and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. So once we are done, this is what we have. We are using the same pattern to cut both the front and the back. So now I'm going to proceed to cut the front. For the front, I'm going to fold in the zipper allowance because we don't need it for the front, and then I'm going to cut the front neckline because the one we had earlier was for the back. So once I was done, this is what we have. So now I'm going to proceed and cut on the fabric. So here I folded my fabric into 2 and I'm going to place this pattern on it and then I'm going to cut for the front. So once I was done, I notched my dart as well, and this is what we have. So I'm going to set that aside and proceed to cut the skirt part. So here I folded my fabric into 2 as well, and then I'm going to place my skirt now, and this is the back that I'm going to cut now. So once I place it on this, I'm going to use my scissors and cut it off. So once I was done, I'll open that up and then I'll proceed to notch the zipper part. This is because most times the zip part and the hip parts look alike because of the adjustment. So I notched the zipper part to be sure that, okay, this is the zip part. So now I'll proceed to cut the front skirt. I'm going to fold my zipper allowance because we don't need our zipper allowance for the front. So I folded it in and then I placed it on my fabric, which I folded into two, and then I'll proceed to cut. So now I'm going to head over to my sewing machine and secure the darts of this upper part. I'm going to sew the darts and then I'm going to pipe the neckline. I'm going to use the fabric to pipe it. I'm going to use my fabric as my bias tape to pipe it. You can use a bias tape if you don't have enough fabric. So for the back piece, this is the same thing we are going to do. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and secure the darts. And then I'm going to also use my fabric to pipe the neckline as well. So once I was done, I'll move over to the skirt part and I'm going to repeat the same process. I'm going to join my darts for the front and also for the back as well. So here I was done with the piping of the neckline and I've also sewn in my darts. I've also joined the upper part and the lower part of this dress. So this is how it looks when I turn it over. As you can see, everything is already coming up together. For the back piece, I've also done the same. I've piped the neckline and I've also attached my darts. I've joined the upper and the lower parts together. So now I'm going to place this right sides facing each other and then I will head over to my sewing machine to secure the shoulder. So here, as you can see, I've joined the shoulders together and it's already coming up. So now the next step for us is to go ahead and cut our sleeve. So for our sleeve, this is what I have. This is the piece of fabric I'm going to use, and I also have my sleeve pattern here. So this is what I'm going to use to achieve the sleeve that we're working on. We're working on a peasant or bishop sleeve, anyone that you call it. So now I folded my fabric into two and then I measured out 14 inches because that's how I want the width to be. So now I'm going to place this sleeve pattern on the fabric as you can see me doing. I placed it there so that I'll be able to gather it at the top, and this is how it is. So for the full length of this sleeve, I'm using about 28 inches for my full length because this is going to be a very long sleeve. So after that, I'll go ahead and proceed to cut it out. So for this sleeve, if you want your sleeve to be more puffier, you are going to add more volume because what I used for mine was 14 inches for the width. So if you want to add more volume, and depends on the type of fabric you're using, you can always add more inches to yours according to your preference. So now that we're done, I'm going to gather these upper parts on the shoulder side and then I'm going to add an elastic to this sleeve part. So now I'm going to use this to cut out the next one. So I folded my fabric into two and then I placed this one that we just cut. So I used it to cut for the other sleeve. So once I was done, I'm going to notch the center of this sleeve so that it's going to be a guide for us to sew. This is where I'm going to add our elastic. So I'm going to fold this into two, just the way you see me doing, and then I'm going to make a straight stitch. So here I was done, and the next step now is to add our elastic. So this is the elastic that I'm going to use. So I'm going to pass it all through and then determine how tight or loose I want it to be on my wrist. So once I was done with that, this is what we have, and this is our elastic, and here I'm going to do the gathers on the top like so. I'm just going to make small pleats while joining it to the shoulder. So I opened up my sleeve and I'm going to place it right sides facing each other on the dress. That notch that we did earlier at the center, I'm going to open it up and then place the notch on the center of the joining, the shoulder joining. So this is how I'm going to do it. So once I'm done, I'm going to use my pin and hold it together. After that, I'm heading over to my sewing machine to secure it. So here I'm making small pleats as I sew. This is where you get to decide how much pleats you want and how tiny or how big you want your pleats to be. It's all your choice. I'm also going to repeat the same thing on the other sleeve as well. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to shape this dress the way it's going to be. I'm going to use the allowance that we added, which is 1.5 inches, and shape the dress. I'm done now, and this is how the pleat looks. They look so beautiful. So after adding my sleeve to the both sides, I went ahead to shape this dress according to my measurements, and this is how it looks. All I did was to take in 1.5 inches on both sides, which is the sewing allowance that we left. Everything is ready. I've joined the sleeves and I've also hemmed the base of this dress, and everything is looking so pretty. So for the back piece, I've joined my zipper and everything is looking so pretty. Please, if you found this tutorial very helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So from this point at the center where I pinned, I'm going to start making small pleats. This is how I'm going to sew it on my sewing machine. So I'm just going to make small pleats, and I'll do that all around the sleeve.